for
Okay, Mercedes, I'll bring up what we'll be doing today. And let's see, this is the topic. Do you see GED math topic schedule?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll do our fraction homework first. Then I want to do some fraction word problems. I'll do some and then I'll have you do some. And I don't think we'll get the PEMDAS because there's several word problem examples I want to do. But if we do get through it, then PEMDAS, and then the factoring and the least common multiple and greatest common factor. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing today. Now let me bring up a new share and bring up the fractions, the homework. Okay, now do you see the fraction homework, Mercedes?
Yes, yes. I
And
don't know if
this,
I'm date.
and you said you didn't get this. Well,
I'm not saying I didn't get it. I'm searching all the dates. I'm looking into this date. I look at 28. I'm not seeing no 31.
yes, it should say 31, but it's the work for today, 4-4.
Oh, Lordy.
But I sent it out on the 31st.
Okay, I wanted to do it so much.
Well, you can do it now. Okay, let's start with number 4. Tell me, how would you do this subtraction? 9 over 15 minus 3 over 5.
9 over 15.
Now
That's a
there,
subtraction.
yeah, it's a subtraction, and you can use your bow tie, your cross multiplication, or you can do mental math. Different ways you can do it. Now, if you know the least common denominator of 15 and 5, you could do it as a mental math problem, right?
Okay.
So tell me, how would you do it? Because you can't subtract as they are because the denominators are different, right?
Yes.
And remember when I do the slash, I said this top one, this one on the right is the top, and the one on the bottom
But
here is
yeah.
this is the one on the bottom. So this is the top, this is the bottom, this is the top, this is the bottom.
So I have to change the 3/5 by find a number that can multiply both to change 5 to 15, right?
Okay, so what are you gonna make the least common denominator? What number? So that the denominator would be the same for both fractions. So what number?
Like 3.
Which one?
3. Multiply 3 by both of them by 5 and 3. Like
Okay, so that would give you what?
9, 15.
That's 3. You'd have 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 5. So this becomes then, okay, let me say, multiply what you just told me. Multiply 3 over 5 by 3, right?
Yes.
3. Okay, that's numerator and denominator. Okay, denominator. Okay. Now this would then, okay, so that would become, you said what, 9 over 15. Okay.
Yes.
To get, okay. Get 9 over 15. So that subtraction then would become 9 over 15 minus 9 over 15, right? So let's just put that there. And 9, put 9 over 15, and you just converted that 3/5 to 9 over 15. So this 3 would be a 9. And the 5 would be a 15. So what is that? I'll say this. What's 9 over 15 minus 9 over 15?
Multiply.
No, this is subtraction. This
Oh,
subtraction
sorry,
now. 9 over 15 minus 9 over 15 would be what?
0.
That's it, 0. That's your answer. Very good, Mercedes. See, I knew you could do these. That's why I was surprised that I didn't hear from you. Okay, let me make this. Let's see. This one is, make them the same size just to be consistent here. Okay. Let's copy it. No. It's not letting me do it. That's okay. You see, 9 over 15 minus 9 over 15 is 0. So that's the answer to number 4.
Okay.
So you got it. You did it by mental math, which is good. Remember I said, when you familiar with the numbers and you can see the least common denominator, you don't have to go through the bow tie or the cross multiplication or the factoring. And you recognize right away that 5 could be converted to 15 by multiplying by 3. And what you multiply the denominator by, you've got to multiply the numerator by. So
Bye-bye. Yeah.
that's right. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. And that's your answer. Any questions? You got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Now let's go to the next one. It's another subtraction. 4/5 minus 2/3. Least common denominator is what?
1. No.
No. You
No.
can say least common denominator, a number that both 5 and 3 divides into. In other words, the least common denominator, a number that can be divided by 5 and also divided by 3. What is that number?
That will be 15.
That's it. 15 again. Least common denominator equal 15. So you recognize that. So 4/5 become what? What in 15ths? Now remember, you can multiply the denominator by the numerator, and that gives you what that 4/5 convert to, and you can multiply 5 times the 2 to give you what that one converts to. So what would that be equal to, Mercedes?
Like 2 5s 10.
So 2 5s. Okay, so you'll have what? 3 times 4 is what?
3 times 4 is equal to 12.
That's right. So they cross
Multiply.
Okay, cross multiply. And you said, okay, 3 times 5
It's 15.
is equal to 12, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then the other one is what? 5 times,
No,
no,
Barbara.
3 times 4
4.
is 12.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's 3 times 4, denominator times
Yes,
numerator,
yes.
so that would be
12.
4. And the other one is what? 5 times 2 is 10,
Yes.
right? So this will be 5 times 2 equal 10. And now you know that would be all over the 15, right?
Yes.
Because that's what the denominators multiply by to give you 15. Okay, so let's bring this up so you can see the entire thing. Let's see. Okay, so now you'd have 12. You'd have what? 5 times 2 is 10. 3 times 4 is 12. So you would have what? What would I write here?
You have 12 over 15 and 10 over 15.
That's right. I'd have 12 over 15 minus, because this is subtraction, minus
Yes.
what? 10 over 15. And what is that equal to?
That will equal to 2 over 15.
That's right. 2 over 15. And that's your answer.
Yes.
You put here answer. Okay. And over here, the 0 was the answer. That was the answer.
Yes.
Okay. Mercedes, you're doing good. See, I knew you could do these.
Thank you.
That's why I'm surprised I didn't hear from you. Okay.
I've been looking to say, where is it? Where did I miss it? Because I make sure I finish the prep, the college prep, so you can
Right.
get. So
Yeah.
move on to quickly. That's what I try to do is
Okay.
try to finish it before I go to work.
All right. Now let's do number 6. Now this is a multiplication. Remember I said this is one of the easiest operations for fractions, because you just multiply numerator times numerators and denominators times denominators. So what would this one be equal to?
That would be 2 upon 15.
That's it. Numerator times numerators is 2
Yes.
times 1.
Yes.
So that would just be 2 times 1 equal 2. That's the numerators.
Yes.
Okay. And 5 times 3 is 15. So 5
2 times 1.
times 3. Let's see.
You have 2 times 2.
2 times 1, sorry. Yeah, because that's just numerators. 2 times 1 is 15. And then 5 is equal to 1. So let's just put it here, equal to. And 5 times 3 equal 15. So what's the answer?
So that is a 2 upon 15.
That's it. That's your answer. 2 over 15 is the answer. See, Mercedes, I said you could do these, right?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, so very good. All right, now let's go to 7. We only had a few of these. Okay, let's go to 7. Now 7 is also a multiplication, right?
Okay. So that is
So what would that one be? Just tell me the answer.
that will be 15 upon 12.
3 times 2 is what?
Oh, sorry, 6 upon 12.
6 on 12. And then simplify it. What would it
Right.
be? What would it
That
be
that
simplified?
one off.
That's it. Very good. So that would be 1/2. And that's your answer.
The multiplication one seems to be easier than all.
That is the easiest. That is
Okay.
the most easiest of your fraction operations, because you don't have to convert anything, right?
Yes.
You just
Yes.
multiply numerator, multiply denominator, and then simplify. That's it.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to number 8. There's Maureen. Okay.
She's on now.
Yeah, I see her coming on, connecting. Okay. Now, there's another subtraction. What's your least common denominator, Mercedes?
2.
No, the least common denominator, a number that 6 and 12 both divide into. So what's
20,
your
24.
least? That is a denominator. That is a common denominator, but I said least.
Okay, that 12 and 6 can go into?
So what's
12.
the least common denominator?
Oh, so 12.
12, that's right. Because 6 goes into 12 and 12
Right.
goes into 12, okay?
Miss Barbara, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Maureen.
I use my phone because I got my phone changed yesterday, and everything messed up with my email and everything. I got to reset it and everything. Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing the homework, and did you get your homework?
I get the college one, but not the other one. The other one I take off the phone.
That's what Mercedes said. She didn't get it,
I
and
get the college one, but not that one.
I emailed it. I'll check my email and see if it went out. Okay. Well, what we'll do, when we get to number 8, we finish this one. Okay,
Okay,
Maureen,
we're
you
gonna
can finish this one, and then we'll go back to the top, and Mercedes will explain to you the ones we did already. Okay. Now, the least common denominator is 12. So, Mercedes, 3/6 is what over 12?
3/6. What am I doing now?
3 over 6
I'm gonna try to turn the 6 into 12.
is equal to what
That's
number over 12?
is equal to 3
How do you go from 6 to 12? What do you do?
multiply
By what?
by 2.
That's right. You have to multiply the numerator by 2 also, right? So what does this become? 3/6 becomes what?
6/12.
That's it, 6/12. Okay. So this becomes 6/12 minus 2/12. And what's that equal to?
And that is equal to 4/12.
And what would it be simplified?
And you what do you say, 4/12, and then you simplify that down to 1/3.
That's it. Very good. Okay, Mercedes.
Thank you.
You got all of them correct so far. Now let's go back up to the top. And if Maureen has any questions, you'll explain them. 9/15 minus 3/5, Maureen. Can you subtract that as it is?
Multiply it.
No, this is subtraction.
Oh, subtraction.
Yes.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you subtract 9/15 minus 3/5?
Yeah.
You can't subtract or add unless the denominators are the same.
Okay.
Remember? And these denominators are different. They're 15 and 5. So, Mercedes, tell her what you have to do.
So you have to change 3/5. You have to have the same denominator for you to subtract. So you're gonna find the LCD of 3/5, which is you're gonna multiply 3 by the denominator and the numerator. So you said 3 3 is 9, and 3 5 15. So you get 9 on 15 again. So you're going to subtract 9 upon 15 and 9 upon 15. And then the answer will become 0.
Any questions on that, Maureen?
No.
So you understand exactly what Mercedes told you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is subtraction and addition of fractions, denominators must be equal. So when you look at these two fractions, you say, well, okay, my denominator is not equal, so let me make my 3/5 something over 15. And that's what Mercedes did. And she got 9/15. So 9/15 minus 9/15 is 0. Okay, now number 5, Mercedes. Any questions on that one, Maureen? Take a look at it.
Okay, give me a minute.
4/5 minus 2/3.
Okay, give me a minute, Miss Barbara.
Maureen,
Give me a minute, Miss Barbara.
I'm sorry.
Give me a minute.
Okay,
Okay, should give her a minute.
should I give her a minute? Yeah.
I was trying to see if I get it, but lose again.
Now I said normally you say numerator times denominator, numerator times denominator. So just to be consistent, let me make this a 4. I'll say these and this a 3. Okay. They're the same thing, but just
Yeah.
so we're consistent, we said numerator times denominator, numerator times denominator. So let's make this a 2 and this a 5. But we know that 5 times 2 is the same as 2 times 5.
Okay.
But just to be consistent, numerator times denominator, numerator times denominator. Okay. Maureen, are you back?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you understand number 5?
I do number 5, but I get help. I multiply 3 by 2 is 5, right? I multiply by 2 is 10,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 fours is 12.
Okay.
So that'd be 10 over 15 or 12 over 15, right?
Right.
And you add it and you get hooked 22 over
No,
15.
no, this is subtraction.
So I try, oh,
That's a subtraction,
oh,
Yeah.
right? Look at that
oh,
sign.
oh,
That's not an adding.
oh, yeah, the division, oh, yeah.
It's a subtraction sign.
Uh,
So you subtract the 10 over 15 from the 12 over
yeah,
15.
uh,
And your answer is 2 because you subtract the numerators
yeah,
because your denominators are the same. Got
uh-huh,
it?
yeah.
What about number 6, Maureen? Multiplication. What do you know about multiplication of fractions? What's the rule?
When you multiply, you divide. No,
No. Mercedes, what's the rule for multiplication of fractions?
Let me see if I quite remember. You cross multiply.
No,
Or
no, no, no. Remember I told you this is the
the rule.
easiest one.
Yes, you multiply the numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator.
That's it. You just multiply the numerators and you multiply the denominators, Maureen. So the numerators are 1 and 2. So 2 times 1 is 2. And the denominators are 5 and 3. So 5 times 3. Okay.
yeah,
So we said 2 times 1. And let's just change this so they're the same.
right. I get help 2 times 1 is 2,
And 3
right?
times 5. Yeah. And then
It's
3
15.
times 5 is 15. So you don't have to do any conversions, just straight multiplication.
I know.
No
I
invert,
multiply.
no
Yeah,
flipping.
I do that. Yeah, I multiply that one.
Oh, you got that one?
Yeah,
Okay, so no flipping, no changing, no looking for LCDs and all, just straight multiplication. Multiply the numerators and put it over the product of the multiplication of the denominators, and that's it. That one,
Okay.
like I said, right, Mercedes, the easiest
Yes.
one.
Yes.
You don't have to look for anything, you just straight up multiplication. All right?
Okay.
Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay, Maureen, there's another multiplication. Maureen, tell me how would you do this one? 3/4 times 2/3.
okay, wait. You multiply.
Multiply what?
2 3s is 6, 4 3s is 12.
Okay, and then you do what? What's the next step?
Then you break down to the simplest one.
That's right, you simplify it. And
Yeah.
how do you simplify it?
By dividing.
Dividing what?
I divide 6 12 by 6.
Okay, you divide 6 by 6 and 12 by 6. And
Yeah.
that's how Mercedes got the 1/2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, number 8.
Okay. What number is a subtraction?
That's a subtraction. 3 over 6 minus 2 over 12. How would you do that one, Maureen?
Okay. Subtract. You multiply.
Multiply what? This is subtraction.
Yeah, you multiply. Let's see.
They have
3 by
different.
12 and 2 by 4.
Multiply what?
I multiply 4 2 is 8. And 3 12 is 36, right?
Miss Barbara, let you finish that and see if she get the same answer.
I mean,
And
she
then-
will, but she's doing extra steps.
Yeah. I want to see if she do that.
No, you can use 36, you can use 72, but remember, you want
longer.
to make the fewest steps to get your
Yeah.
answer, because that means it's taking you longer when you
Longer.
go the long way. So when you look at 6 and 12, Maureen, what's the least common denominator of 6 and 12?
72.
The least, I didn't say
Oh, the
the
least.
biggest,
Oh,
least mean the lowest.
Uh,
Which one, Maureen?
2.
No. Least common denominator is a number that both 6 and 12 can divide into.
24.
Least.
No.
Least.
6. No.
12 goes into 6.
No.
What is it, Maureen?
3.
Mercedes, tell her what it is.
12.
12.
Oh.
Least common denominator.
I guess you never hear
Equals-
what you say, miss. You didn't hear when you say what can 6 and 12 go into?
Yeah, you were taking 2. I didn't mean a number that divides into 6 and the 12. I mean a number that 6 divides into. In other words, 6 is a divisor and 12 is the divisor. And that number is 12. Now, we could have done what you said, Maureen. You could have used 36. 6 times 6. And 3 times 12, 3 times 2, and then 6 times 3. You would have gotten the answer, but you would have done it as what? 2 steps. Now, let's do what you said. Let's go back up here because Mercedes is curious. Okay, so Maureen, how would you do it with your 36, Maureen? 3 over 6 is what over 36?
Okay, that way do.
3 over 6 is what number over 36?
Let's see. 3.
How do you go from
12.
6 to 36?
3 12.
No. 6 times what number gives 36?
Oh, 6.
Right. 6 times 3 is what?
18.
So this will be 18 over 36, right? Now let's take your 2 over 12. What would that be? What number over 36?
Which number?
2 over 12 is what number over 36?
24.
No. 12 times what number give 36?
Oh, 3.
Okay, so 3 times 2 is what?
6.
So that would be 6 over 36, right? So now you have 18 over 36 minus 6 over 36. We'll just write that. 18 over 36 minus 6. And what is that equal to, Maureen?
11. No,
Six
no,
from
10.
18 is
Oh,
what?
so 18 is 12.
Okay, so that would be 12 over 36. And when you simplify, what is that, Maureen?
Okay. 1/3.
That's it, 1/3.
Exactly. But
Which
it's
is
a
exactly,
longer way.
it's a longer way. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what Mercedes got, but she used the 12, right? Let's just
Yeah.
put this up. And she had fewer steps. Okay. She put 3 over 6, 6 over 12, and then she already had 2 S12, 612 minus 212, 412, 1/3. So you'll get the right answer, Maureen, but you have an extra step.
Yeah, longer way.
Yeah. So that's why it's better to try to get your lowest common denominator. Then you can get the simplification easier. All right.
I'm going to get my computer work for this afternoon. I'm going to use my phone again. So
Okay.
everything get messed up.
Yeah, that happens sometime with the phone. Now, Maureen, I want you to do number 9.
Okay.
This is division, 2/3 divided by 1/5. So what's the rule for the division of fractions?
You multiply? I think so.
It's something you've got to do before you multiply. You're right, division becomes multiplication, but there's a step before the multiplication. What is that step?
You got the third one that sided up?
That's right. Which one?
You 1/5.
The 1/5. That's right. It's the divisor. So the 1/5, you say turn it upside down, 1 over 5 becomes 5 over 1. Right? And then you multiply. Multiply.
So she have to change the sign to miss.
Hmm?
You have to change the sign to miss.
Well, that's the multiplying.
Yes, when she reached down there.
Yeah, well, it's not the sign, it's the operation symbol. The sign is like a minus plus.
Oh, that's what I mean. The divisor.
Yeah, well, see, there's a difference in sign and operation symbol. See, the operations are add, subtract, multiply, divide.
Yeah.
The signs are plus and minus.
Oh yeah, mixing up the words. Okay.
Yes. I want to make sure you say them correctly, right? So
2
now you multiply
over
what?
3.
What do you do, Maureen? This
2
becomes what?
over 3.
Okay, 2 over 3.
Multiply
Multiply.
by 5 over 1.
Okay, and what is that equal to?
2.
What?
I get 10.
You get what?
She said she got 10.
But you had a fraction. Where's the rest of it? 10 over what?
10 over 3.
That's it. Very good. 10 over 3. And that's an improper fraction. What would that be as a mixed number? Maureen, 10 over 3 would be what as a mixed number?
3 and 1/3.
That's right. 3 out of 3 is 9 with 1 remainder. So 3 and 1/3. Okay. Mercedes, you got that one?
Hold up, miss something I don't clear right there. So she flipped the okay, got it.
The divisor. She made the divisor 5 over 1. That's the turning it upside down or flipping it or reciprocal.
Oh, and then she said 2, 5, 10.
Yeah. She said 2 times 5 is 10,
10.
and 3 times 1 is 3.
And then she just simplify.
Yes, just divide 3 into 10 goes 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 from 10 is a remainder of 1, and you put the remainder over the denominator.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes, that's cool.
Very good. Very good, Maureen. Now let's go to number 10. I gave you some symbols here. And I want you to.
Yes, miss. I'm sure we never get this, miss. Somehow you didn't get to send it.
Okay, I'll check. thought I sent it. Okay, I will check it. Okay. Convert 1/8 to a decimal.
Oh, Lordy.
Mhm.
And then to a percent. Okay. Now, okay, all right, these are different problems. This goes, actually, this goes, okay, all right. I don't want to confuse you here. This is a separate problem. That picture goes with number 11. Now, number 10, convert 1/8 to a decimal and then to a percent. What would that be?
Convert 1/8.
What would 1/8 to a decimal be equal to? It's a division. Remember I said fractions are ratios, they're on a number line, and they are a division. This is said 1 divided by 8.
So you get 0.13.
You get 0.125.
0.125. So
I get
I didn't say rounded, right?
we
So
said divided.
yes, I said divide, but I didn't say round.
But my
Round
calculator.
would give you the 13, Mercedes, but I didn't say round. So it's what Maureen said, 0.125.
I didn't get that, Miss. Whenever I use this calculator, I'm not getting what I'm supposed to get. Or when I
Well,
use my phone,
you,
let me use my phone, that's what I got.
well, you might be set to round because you can set
Okay.
your calculator to automatically round for you. Okay, but I didn't say round, so I really wanted the 0.125 as a decimal. And Maureen, what would that be as a percent? Maureen,
8.0.
0.125 would be equal to what percent, Maureen?
Oh,
You know how to convert a decimal to a percent?
no.
Miss,
Yes.
sorry, when I do it on my phone, I get the same answer as Marine.
Okay.
So
But on your
again,
calculator, it rounds, right? That's because you have it set to round. See, there's an option on your calculator that you can have it to round. You can turn that option off and you won't get it.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay. All right. Let me make a note for that to let you know. Okay. Round. You using the calculator that's recommended for the GED, right?
Yes.
Okay. The the Texas
What?
Instrument 30XS.
Yes.
Okay.
Mine says
So I'll
T1.
send you round calculator option.
Okay.
I'll text you that later. Okay. But that's what it is. That's why you're getting 0.13. So Mercedes, tell Maureen how you convert from decimal to a percent.
I think you count back to your right. Am I saying it right?
There are two ways to do it now.
One space to your right and move the decimal point. I think it's 1.25. Am I right?
No, it's two places. You
Two
multiply
places?
by 100, or which is the same as moving this decimal point 2 places to the right, which will put it between the 2
Yeah, that's what
and
I
the
mean to
5.
say. Because I'm
Yeah, you
stumbling.
said one place, right?
Fine. It's
2.5%.
Yeah. I was too doubtful.
Okay, so it's let me just put it here again. Shift decimal point 2. This is the number 2 places to the right, or it's the same thing as multiply decimal by 100. 100, okay? So that's the same thing as multiplying by 100. So you move the decimal point 2 places to the right, or you multiply it by 100, you get the same answer.
Okay.
So if I gave you, let me just give you something to try. 0.133. What would that be as a percent, Maureen?
What?
0.133. What would that be as a percent?
0.1.
Convert it to a percent. What would it be equal to?
I got a clue.
Shift
Okay,
your decimal point 2 places to the right, or multiply by 100. Your decimal point is here. And if you move it 2 places to the right, Maureen, you will be between these two threes. So it'd be 13.3%. Got it? Maureen?
I could only hear you, but I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing.
Oh, that's right. You're on your phone.
Yeah,
Okay.
cause my phone.
But sometimes you can
What's the
see on your
percent?
phone.
You're supposed
I
to
got
can
that.
see it.
I can see you, but I can't see nothing else. I can just hear you talking to you, but
You don't touch something on your phone. You're supposed to can see what she's doing on your phone.
Yeah,
no, my phone that tendency is Barbara that it darken out, right? Because I got to adjust my email card. I had to get a new phone, so I had to change up a lot of things, right? Like
Also, you know,
set back my phone and different things, yeah. So I get the chance to
Okay.
set back that yet.
Okay. All right. Let me take another one here. Mel says you tell me this one. Okay. 0.025. 0.025. That's what we put in here, Maureen. And Mercedes will tell me the percent. 0.025 will be what percent, Mercedes?
0.2.5.
0.025 will be what as a percent?
Say it again, please.
0.025. That's a decimal. What would it be if it were a percent?
You'd say you say 2.5.
That's it. Very good. You just say 2.5%. All right. Now, what if I had a 3.5? 3.5. What would 3.5 be as a percent?
0.5.
3.5 as a percent would be what?
0.5.
No, you're throwing away the 3?
Okay.
Maybe
3.
0.5.
Maureen,
No.
what are you saying? 3.5 as a percent will be what, Maureen?
0.3. No.
No.
3.
Move your decimal point 2 places to the right. And what do you get?
3.5.
You move it.
3,
That's
5.
one place, and then another
Point.
place. No, be 350%.
What?
Remember, 1 is 100%.
Yes.
Right? Remember, I told you percents can be greater than 100. So the number 1 is 100%. The number 3.5 is 350%.
Okay.
Got it? If
So
you
we have to
multiply
put
3.5 by 100, don't you get 350?
if I do what, miss?
If you multiply 3.5 by 100, what do you get?
I get, oh yeah, I get
350, right? Remember I
Yeah.
said move the decimal point 2 places to the right, which is the same as multiplying your decimal by 100. So
So put the
3.5 times
zero as a place
100 is
value.
350. What was your
Yeah.
question, Mercedes?
You have to put the zero as a place value.
Where?
That's where the zero come in.
No, the zero not a place value here. Well, it's a place value, yes, because
Just because.
it's in the ones place. That's the tens and that's the hundreds. Yes, but it's to represent that the ones place has a zero.
Excuse me.
It's not a
Yes.
placeholder. It's a place value. There's a difference. See, the zero right here is a placeholder. That's zero. But the zero
Okay.
here is a place value, right?
Yes.
Tens, hundreds, thousands.
Actually, I remember this little piece here. 3.5 equal to 3. Yeah.
Multiply
1.
by 100, right?
Miss, we start counting the zero from before the 3. So I counted the space from before the 3 or from between.
No, it's the decimal point. The decimal point is where you start counting. Remember, I
Oh,
said
okay.
shift 2 places to the right, the decimal point.
So,
So the
yeah.
decimal point is here. If you go 2
Yes.
places, right here
Yes.
is 1, then you got to move
1.
it another one, then that's why you have a 0.
Okay, got you.
Got it?
Yes. So sometimes I make a mistake with moving the decimal point.
Yes. Well, you count the places after the decimal point. So you move behind the 5 here, that's 1 place.
What?
So then you
Okay.
got to move another place, and that's why you have a 0 there.
Just
The
put a 0,
second
yeah.
place. Okay.
Okay.
Got it?
So the easier way to find it quickly is just to multiply 0.5 by 100.
Whatever number it is, just multiply by 100. But
Okay.
if you know how to shift the decimal points, you just move it 2 places.
And any faster, quicker.
Yeah, well, they really about the same. If you had, now let's give you this, 0.007578, we'll say. What would that be as a percent? 0.0078. Maureen, what would that be as a percent?
Okay.
0.0078.
So you move the decimal point 2 places.
So where would it be? Where would the decimal point be?
I want the zeros.
If you move it 2 places, where would the decimal point be?
0.00 between the 7 and the 0.
Yes, that's right. Be
Yes,
0.78%.
Yes.
That's it. So percents can be less than 1, and they can be greater than 100. Okay. Because 0.78% is less than 1. You got it? Questions?
Clear.
So remember how you convert from decimal to percent. Shift your decimal point 2 places to the right. It's the same as multiplying the decimal by 100. Got it?
Okay. Can you put that in a little sentence below that, Miss, please?
Okay. I have it right here. Shift decimal point 2 places to the right,
Oh, yeah.
or
Yeah.
multiply decimal by 100.
Oh, that's
the
okay.
same thing. Okay.
Yes.
So I have it there. You can use either method or stay equivalent.
But Miss, right there, 0, suppose I put 0.78. Is that okay still? I must have to put a 10.
Well, normally you only need 1 placeholder, but it wouldn't be incorrect if you put another 0 there.
Okay, I just want to know.
All right. But the convention is 1 0 placeholder.
Okay.
And you would rarely see the more than 1. Okay. It wouldn't be incorrect. It's just kind of unconventional. Okay.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes,
Now,
Miss. Thank you.
let's look at a diagram of mixed numbers. Now, Maureen, I'm sorry you can't see these. I've got some figures here, and I want you to tell me what mixed number is represented by this figure. And I have,
Excuse me, Miss Barbara, excuse me.
yes,
Maureen,
Yeah.
what you said, there's no light on your phone, it's dark?
No, it's not that. It's cutting out because I changed my phone, right? And I got
Okay.
a lot of things I got to reset.
Okay, it's all right. It's okay. I
But
thought you said you want.
that's not a reset. I reset my email, but they tell me what to do. I do, but still it ain't working.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay,
I got wait till G come in from work or my son to fix it for me.
okay. I was going to tell the pull the screen down. If it was the light, then you see the light, just push it to
Right
the
now
right
you
again.
talking, I can see like a head and a shoulder. And the last question, Miss Barbara got it there with the blockings. And then it dark now. So when Miss Barbara come, when sometimes Miss Barbara come, but I can see her. And sometimes I
Yes.
can't. Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
When young people come and fix it for you.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Sorry, Barbara.
okay. Now, Maureen,
Uh-huh.
I'll just tell you what is here.
You see now I can see you, Miss Barbara now. And I
Okay,
can see
but
your name.
you can't
And then
see
the
my
next and then
you
the
can't
next
see my screen though.
no, and then the next 5 minutes or two you're gonna disappear again.
Oh, okay. So let me just tell you, I have some figures here. I have them shaded, right? I have 1, 2, 3 shaded figures, right?
Yeah.
And then I have a fourth figure, and I only have 3 parts of it shaded, but I have it divided in 8 pieces. All
Yeah.
right. So I'm asking what mixed number is represented by the shaded portion of the above figure. Now I have
Oh,
1, 2, 3 whole figures that are shaded.
uh-huh.
Then I have a fourth figure where I have only 3 parts of 8 parts shaded. Now, based on what I just told you, what mixed number you think this represents? Now, remember, mixed numbers a whole number and a fraction.
Oh, I say it was represent 3 and 3/8.
All right, very good, Maureen, very good. So the answer would be D. That's the
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah. I write off them off before my phone went to get fixed. Yeah. Yeah. But I do some in my book. Yeah.
So you had this then.
Yeah. I get it in the phone.
So you got this homework,
Yeah, in the email. Yeah.
but
I don't see mine.
I get
you
mine. I
in
get mine in the email, and the one that I get is the college prep one that I get in the mail.
yeah, I
Oh,
send them all by mail. See,
But
Maureen got it.
I,
I
I'll
get
send-
mine late then. I get my mail late.
no, I only get the college prep in the mail, but the other one I had to take off of my phone.
But I send them both email the same way.
No, you're
But
at the wrong place. I've been up
the one,
up to today when I'm coming
this
from work.
one
I
that
was
I do that we doing now,
searching for it.
I get that in my email.
Okay, because that's what I do. At the end of the session, I
Yeah, I know
send
it
you an
does that.
email of the session,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
sometime I'll send your homework as a separate email, but it comes out the same time, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
All right. Or
Miss
sometime it
Barbara,
may be a little later, but sometime I send separate homework email. And so you have the session, what we're doing is an email, and then you have another email of just the homework. All right.
Miss Barbara,
Yes.
I know it's 3 upon 8, but why is 3 and 3 upon 8?
Okay, Mercedes, how many pieces do you see in this last figure? Count them. How
Yeah.
many are there?
It's 8 pieces. I counted
Now, how many are shaded?
3 pieces.
So that's 3/8. I
Yeah,
say
but
what is represented by the shaded portion.
yeah, you said I thought it would be 3 upon 8.
No, but you got 3 holes here. You're gonna throw those away?
Oh, that's what you meant. I'm not
Well,
looking
I
at.
said by the shaded portion, and you have 3 holes. 3 whole
Oh,
numbers.
so you just
1,
call it
2,
college. Oh,
3. Right?
I Okay,
Miss
I didn't
Barbara,
think
that you
of
hear
that.
when you say you're going to throw away that?
That's right. She's throwing away the whole numbers. So it said what mixed number, right? See, you
Oh, so
what
that is mixed
mixed number.
number
So a
in
mixed number has a whole number and a fraction. So that means
yes.
your answer has a whole number and a fraction. These
Okay.
three that's completely shaded is
So
the
those are
whole.
three whole numbers.
That's right.
Uh,
And then you look at this last one that's
And you
divided
said
into
you have
8 parts,
two
and
pieces.
3 parts of it is shaded. And
Yeah,
Maureen said 3/8.
yeah,
And
three
that's the
eight,
answer.
three out of the eight. Okay.
That's the
Mm,
answer. Answer
I didn't,
D.
I didn't look at it like that.
How did you look at it, Mercedes?
I just look at the three eights alone, the one with the eight.
But
And you take
you
out,
didn't read the problem and say what mixed number?
I didn't think of say this saying that the three always mix what you call it to be mixed. I
What
didn't
is
No,
a
look at
mixed
sometimes
number? What is a mixed number, Mercedes?
like one old thing and what left over.
Yes, a whole number, a fraction. And notice your answers. You didn't see a 3/8 as an answer.
No.
You saw 3 and 5/8, 4 and 3/8, 4 and 5/8, 3 and 3/8. Your answer that you gave me was not a choice, right?
Okay.
So that tells you right there your 3/8 is wrong because it's not one of the choices you picked from. Correct?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay, it's got to be a mixed number. That's your clue right here. What mixed number? That means a whole number and a fraction. And these three shaded ones, completely shaded, or the whole numbers. And this one, this partially shaded, is the fraction. Got it?
Okay. Yes.
If I had shaded this along with this, what would be my answer?
If you had shaded
This
that
part
one,
also, what would be the answer?
it'd be 3 1/4.
3 and
1/4.
no. I mean, along with
If-
what is shaded, in addition,
Yes.
this one
Yes.
is also shaded. What would be the
Shaded.
answer?
Oh, that would be 3 and 4/8.
Which is
4.8.
3 and simplified.
Simplified. You get
4/8 is what simplified?
that would be 1/2.
Yeah, you can see it's a half here, right? Because
Yes.
this
Yes.
line divides it in half.
Yeah. Oh, so it'd be 3
And
and
4/8, which is 3 and 1/2.
1/8. Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna look at some word problems. Okay, we're gonna look at some word problems. And some you will solve, some we will do, and some we'll do together, and then some you will do alone. Okay, now, these are some word problems. I want to make sure you can see this new screen here. Oh, I'm so sorry, Maureen, you can't see it.
I just listen.
Yeah, but you kind of like handicapped. Okay. Do you see fraction word problems practice, Mercedes?
Yes, miss. I do.
Okay. Now, Maureen, I am going to read this to you, and you just tell me in words how you would solve it. At a fabric store, Melissa sold 8 7/8 yards of cloth to a customer. If the material was cut from a bolt of fabric containing 23 1/4 yards, how many yards are left on the boat? In other words, Melissa went to the store and she bought so many yards of cloth. Well, she actually sold so many yards to a customer. And the cloth she sold was cut from a bolt of fabric containing 23 1/4 yards. Our question is, how many yards are left on the boat?
How much
Now,
you sold?
well, she sold 8 and 7/8 yards. And she cut that from a boat of 23 and 1/4 yards. Just tell me in words how you would solve it.
Okay, 7, 8. When I subtract
Subtract what? You're on the right path. You subtract what?
the 8 and 7/8 from these 23 and 1/4.
Very good. Very good. Now, what would you do first? Now, what Maureen said, Mercedes, is exactly correct. You take that whole boat amount and subtract what she sold from it, right? Now,
Yeah.
what would you have to do mathematically in order for that to happen? So let's just write what Maureen said. Well, I'll put this on it. She said subtract. Let's write what she said, and that is exactly correct. Subtract 8 and 7/8 yards. So let me just take this here. And put it here. So we're going to subtract 8 and 7/8. Take this out. Let's put this is a mixed number, right? Subtract 8 7/8, and she said subtract that from 23 and 1/4, and that is correct. From 23 and 1/4. So let's just put that here. Now I'm asking you, Mercedes, what do you have to do first for this to happen?
Okay, first you're going to have to change the denominator 4 to 8.
That's not the first thing you do.
The first thing you're going to subtract 8 from 23.
That's not what you do.
Oh no. Don't I remember how to do this one.
Maureen, you have an idea what you do
Are you
first?
going to find a number that both 8 and 4 can go into?
Nope.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right, let me figure out a different way. 8, 8.
Maureen, you have an idea what you'd probably do first?
No.
Convert your mixed number to an improper fraction. All right, so that's what you should do first. You know how to do that, right? Convert mixed numbers to improper fractions. That's what you're going to do. You got two mixed numbers. Mercedes, you know the rule. How do you convert a mixed number to improper fraction? Let me put this here.
I remember.
Maureen, you remember how to convert a mixed number to improper fraction?
You multiply, right?
Multiply what? You're on the right track.
Like if you got, you said improper, right?
Yes. 8 and 7/8 would be
8
equal to
and
what?
7/8.
What would that be as an improper fraction?
So you got the 38 at the top and the 7 at the bottom, right?
No, what do? You
put the 8 at the top and the 7 at the bottom?
No.
Oh, that's 7, 8. Okay.
You multiply the denominator by the whole number.
Or you multiply 8 by 8 is
and
8
add the 7.
64.
And then add the numerator.
And
From on the right track.
is 71 over 8, right?
So that would be 64 plus 71 plus 7. You're right, Maureen.
Get
64 and
71.
70, 71. And that
I'm on
would
the
be
right track.
over 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, miss, I'm on the right track and I'm doubting myself.
You've done that, Mercedes. You've told me that more than once. So I'm
I
surprised you didn't.
I stop and start doing it, miss, and I reach at 64, so I'm on the right track.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You've done it before. That's why I asked you, because you've done that before. Now, what would this one be? 4 times 23 plus 1 is what, Mercedes?
That's that 92
And then
plus
add the
what?
numerator. So that would be what?
93 upon 8.
93 over 4. Then put it over the denominator. Okay, so that would be then, put that over the denominator, which is 4. So let's put 4 here. All right, now we can say 93 fourths. Let's just take the 93. Just right here, 93 fourths minus 71 eighths. Now you can get them over the same denominator, right? 93 fourths minus 71 eighths. Now we will get the 93 fourths over eighths. What would that be? I'll say these.
Pardon me? The
93 fourths would be what over eighths?
93.
Convert
Oh.
93 over 4 to what number over 8? What would that be equal to?
That would be 1 sec. That would be 22 over 4.
No. Remember I said 93 over 4ths would be what number over 8? How do you go from 4 to 8?
Oh, got you. Divide.
How do you go from 4 to 8? That's multiplication.
Multiply that?
Well, to go from 4 to 8, don't you multiply by 2?
Okay, I forgot.
Okay.
2 4 is 8.
That's times 2. And at the bottom times 2.
2, yes.
Right? And what is that equal to?
That would equal to the 2 times 93 would be sorry. 2 times 93
Is what?
would be 186.
Okay, 186. Okay. And 4 times 2
would be 8.
is 8. So now you have it all over 8s, right? So now you can do the subtraction. So do that. 186 over 8 minus 71 over 8.
Okay.
So you'd have 186
over
8 minus 71 over 8.
So you're going to say 71 from 186?
That's right. And all over 8 minus
You get 115 over 8.
71 over 8. Okay. We don't need
Which
that.
is what? This is 115 over 8.
Okay, so you got what, 115?
Yes. Do it again.
Now divide that out. You're going to get a mixed number. What do you get?
That would be 8 divided into 115. Give me an answer of 14.372.
Nope. You gotta have your answers are given as mixed numbers, no decimals.
Okay, 14 and 3/8
So you got 14
and 3/8.
and 3/8.
Yes.
What answer is that? On the other side, you see the answers.
Oh, on the other side.
Yeah, over here. How many yards are left
B.
on the boat? We have A,
There's
14
A.
and 3. So answer A.
Is the answer.
Answer A. Very good, Maureen. What you said was exactly what we were supposed to do. Subtract the number of yards she sold to the customer from the number of yards on the boat. And then once you set that up, you had to get them over the same denominator, right?
Mhm.
But the easiest way to do that, now there's another way to do it, but I think this is easier. I mean, you could have converted this to eighths, but then you'd have to take 1 from the 23 as 8/8 and add that to this. So, but I don't know. I think converting to improper fraction is easier. What do you think?
Convert it. That's how.
The second way I was saying is to make this 23 and 2/8, right? But the 7/8 you can't subtract from the 2, so you'd have to take 1 from this 23 and make it 22 and 10/8. I don't know if it's easier if you do it that way. I mean, that
Yes,
probably
me
would
this
have been the
is
way I
this
would
way.
do it. That would be the way I would do it. But I don't know if that's easier for you. You understood what I'm saying, Mercedes?
Yes, I think this way is easier.
You think it's easier?
Yeah, this
Okay.
way.
All right. Now here's what I was saying the other way. You take the 23 and 1/4. Okay. But I normally don't do it that way because I think students find it easier just to make it an improper fraction. See, I would take the 23 and the 1/4 and make that equal to 23 and 2/8, right? Because 1/4 is 2/8, right? So I put the 8 here. But notice this is that I can't subtract that
From it.
from this is 8/7/8 subtracted, so I need a bigger number. All right, so this would be let me take this. Okay, so I would take this 23 and 2/8 and make it 22, and then I had 8/8 and 10/8. You follow what I'm doing?
No.
Well, I'll explain it now. That's why I want to know if this would be easier for you. Okay, let me just... Maureen, can you follow me? I know you're not seeing it, but
Right, listen here.
okay, but I would take the 23 and 1/4 and change my 1/4 to 8. So that's 23 and 2/8. Then I'll take a whole number from my 23. That's 1, which is 8/8. And I'd add the 8/8 to 2/8, and I get 22 and 10/8. Okay. Now I can subtract the 8 and 7/8 from 22 and 10/8, which would give me the 14 and 3/8. You follow? Is that easier or the other way, Mercedes? What would you say?
You say you'd
See that 23 and 2/8?
Yes.
I made that 22 plus 8/8 plus 2/8. That's how I got the 10. because the whole is 8/8, right?
Yes.
So 8
Yeah.
over 8 plus 2 over 8 is 10/8. Now
Okay.
I've got that number where I can subtract the 7/8 from it.
Okay.
So which do you think is easier? Make it improper fraction, get your least common denominator, or this way?
I would have to do this one you're doing another way. It seems simpler and easier, but I don't comprehend it still so good.
Okay. See, 23. Okay, let me just do it like this. See, 23, I made 22 plus 1 plus 2 over 8. Let me put an 8 here. I took the 23 and broke it down into 22 plus 1. That's 23, right? And I already had the 2/8.
Okay.
All right. But 1 is 8/8.
Yes. You add
And
it to it.
8/8 plus 2/8 is 10/8. So let me
Okay.
just put what I did here. So that would be 22 plus, and that's 8/8 plus 2/8. So that's 8. Because that's what 1 is equal to, 8/8.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me take that out because it's okay. So the 22 plus 1, I made it 22 plus 8/8 plus 2/8. So this will be the 1, because any number, well, whenever you have 1, it's a number over itself, right? So that's
Yeah.
8. Okay, so that's 8/8. Well, once you do this enough, it makes sense. 8. Let's see, let me put this here. 8/8. That's what the 1 is equal to, right? Plus 2/8. Okay. And what's 8/8 plus 2/8? Let's see, I'm trying to get it all on one line. It's where it makes, okay. Okay, so I have to go to the other line for you to see it. Okay. So 23, I divided into 22 and 1. All right, let's do that. And this is 23 and 2. Well, 20, this was a 4. Let me put it back here. I tried to, on one line, it's a lot easier to see. So that's 23 and 2/8. So you follow me right there, right? 1/4
Yes.
is 2/8. All right. Now I
Yes.
took the 23 and broke it down to 22 plus 1. Right.
Okay.
And this still has the fraction 2/8 here. Because
Yeah.
all right. So there's my 2/8. Now I took the 1 and made it 8/8.
Yes.
And so the 22, so this will be 22 plus 8/8 plus 2/8. So let me just, that's 8/8 plus 2/8. So let me just put the 2 here on the line. Sometimes this doesn't work, so I'm just gonna put 8 slash, okay. So 22 plus 8 over 8 plus 2 over 8 is equal to what, Mercedes?
Where are you now again? You said, please repeat that.
22 plus 8 over 8 plus 2 over 8. What is that
400,
equal
right.
to?
22 plus 8 over 8.
Plus
8
2
over 8.
over 8. What is that equal to? It'll be
8,
22 and what?
8 over 8.
No,
8 over
8
8
and
will be
2
1.
is 10, so that'll be 10 over 8.
Oh, yes, 8 and 2 is 10.
Right, and so that'll be 10 over 8. So now I have 22 and 10 over 8, and I can subtract my 8 and 7/8 from it. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So I can take this 22 and 10 over 8 minus what the customer purchased, which was what, 8 and 7/8. So that would be minus minus 8 and 7/8. And 8 from 22 is 14, and 7/8 from 10/8 is 3. So you get the same answer, right? You get
Oh,
14 and 3/8.
Barbara, if you do another one of that another time.
Now I'm just wondering if it's would it be easier for you to do? I think the improper fraction is the easiest.
Yes, Ray.
For you, I think it's easier because you know how to convert from mixed to improper. Denominator times whole plus numerator. And then once you get it this way, then you can get them over the same denominator, subtract them, and then get it. So, but I just wanted to show you two ways. And
Yes.
but you'd
You
have
choose.
to take a whole number out of here and put it
Yes.
in eighths
In
because
there.
we're working with eighths, right? So the
Yes.
1 is 8 over 8 that we can add to 2 eighths, so we get 22
Sure.
and 10/8. So which one do you think is easier, Mercedes?
For me, I did a one. I'll still not use that
Improper?
one.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
that's why I do that one first, because sometimes students have a problem understanding how to break a number up with fractions, taking a whole out of the number. All right. Okay, but it's good to see more than one way of doing a problem.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
Okay.
that's true.
Now let's go to the next. Okay, Maureen, I am going to tell you about this one and you tell me how to do it, because I'm almost sure you know how to do it. Okay, I'll read it. You just tell me in words how you will solve it. Maureen, you listening?
Yeah.
Okay, a batch of salad dressing requires 1 2/3 cups of olive oil, 1/2 cup of vinegar, and 3/4 cup of water. How many cups of salad dressing will this recipe produce? Just tell me in words how you would solve it. You've got olive oil, you've got vinegar, and you've got water, and you've got fractional amounts of each.
I would add them.
That's it. You're right. She'd add up her ingredients. Mercedes, you agree?
Yes, because to get the amount what you want, let me see. You say olive oil, vinegar, and because they all have to come together as one.
Yes, you're right. Maureen is exactly right. You add up the ingredients: the olive oil, 1 2/3 cups, the vinegar, 1/2 cup, and the water, 3/4 cups. But you have to get them with the least common denominator, right? So let's just put here. Okay, let's just put here what our ingredients are. Okay, so you have 1. Let me go back, copy. Okay, let's take the 1 2/3 cups of olive oil. All right. Let's copy this all here and the water. Okay, let's copy this down to the next page. And Mercedes, you see your least common denominator for those numbers?
12.
That's correct. You got the least common denominator, so you got 1/3 cup olive oil, 1/2 cup of vinegar, 3/4 cups of water. So, Maureen, do you agree with that least common denominator of 12?
Yes.
That's correct. Least common denominator is 12. So, convert your fractions to 12ths. First, make your mixed number an improper fraction. So make this 1 2/3. Just put it here. Maureen, 1 2/3 is what as an improper fraction?
5/3.
Very good. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5. So that would be equal 5/3. And that would be cups of olive oil. Now you've got them all as fractions. So 5/3 would be what over 12, 1/2 would be what over 12, and 3/4 would be what over 12. So let's just, okay, 5/3, we'll take that one first. Mercedes, what is that over 12?
What is that over 12?
5/3 is what number over 12? How do you go from 3 to 12?
From 3 to 12, we're going to multiply
By what?
4.
Okay, and so you have to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 4, right? So 5/3 is 4 times 5 is 20, and
Yes.
4 times 3 is 12. All right,
So 20/12.
right. And 1/2, Maureen, is what over 12?
Okay.
1/2
Well,
is what over 12?
6.
That's it. Very good. 6/12. Now, 3/4, Maureen, is what over 12?
3/4.
Yeah, over 12.
What number you multiply by 4 to get 12?
3.
3. So you have to multiply the top number by 3. So 3/4 would be what?
9.
That's it. 9/12.
12.
Now you have them all over 12. You just add the numerators. And what does that give you, Mercedes?
Add the numerators, you got
Let's just
One second.
underline this and add the numerators because you got them all over the same denominator. So what would that be equal to?
that would be 35/12.
Okay, and what would that be as a mixed number?
And that would be as a mixed number. You're going to divide 12 into 35.
Goes how many times?
Goes 2 times.
And what's the remainder?
My calculators tell me 92. Just a minute, miss. That would be okay. 12 and 12, 24. That would be 2 and 11 upon 12.
That's it. 24 from 35 is 11.
And that was mental, miss.
That's it. That's great.
Yes.
So that's answer what?
That that what did I say a while ago?
You said
So
2 and 11 over 12. So what
the
answer is
C,
that?
C.
C. The choices, Maureen, was 1 and 2/3, 2 and 5/6, 2 and 11/12, and 3 and 7/12. So we got 2 and 11/12. So the answer is C. Questions?
Just to practice and your brain come right back. Your brain come right back to the old system.
So Maureen, not even being able to see, she knows what to do. She knew
Yes,
you had to
yes.
add all the ingredients, but you had to get them over the same denominator, right?
Yes, that's the point.
Yep. Okay. That's now there's something here I want to show you on the number line. Now I have a number line here. Remember I told you fractions can be on number lines. So you take the, say if you had 43/5 as a mixed fraction is 8 and 3/5. So on the number line, it will be between 8 and 9, right? But since we're working in fifths, we divide this into 5 parts. All right, so 8 and 3/5 will be starting at the 8. That line is 1/5, 2/5, now 3/5. So that's where 43 over 5 would be on the number line. The reason I'm showing you this example because we'll have some problems where you've got to find things on the number line. Okay. Any questions on this example?
Can you please repeat that?
Okay.
Sorry.
43 over 5, that's an improper fraction, right? We want to show that improper fraction on a number line. So first we convert it to a mixed fraction, a mixed number. 5 into 45 is 8 times with a 3 remainder. So it's 8 and 3/5. So we go to our number line and we know 8 and 3/5 has to be between 8 and 9, right?
Yes.
So we divide the space between 8 and 9 into fifths. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and the 5/5, there's the whole. So the 43/5, which was 8 and 3/5, we started at 8. That's 1/5, 2/5, 3/5. So there's the 43 over 5 on the number line. Mercedes, you got it?
Let me see if I can repeat what you say.
Go ahead, repeat.
First of all, you change the 43 upon the 5 to a mixed number.
Right.
Then you want to find it on a number line and start counting from 8.
Yes.
And reverse, so you count 1, 2, 3. You stop where you see the 43.
Yeah, but the thing is, since this came out as fifths, you divide the distance between 8 and 9 into fifths.
Okay.
Like if this had come out in fourths, you divide it into fourths. Okay. But it came out fifths, so you divide the 1 into fifths, and a 1 is 5 over 5, right? So 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, whole 5/5. There's the 9.
Okay.
So when you count, that's 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, and that's what we got as our mixed fraction, 8 and 3/5, which is the same as the improper fraction, 43/5. Got it?
Okay.
All right, let's look at the next word problem. Okay, this is another one, number line. On the number line below, what is the value of A minus B? Now, I have the fractions underneath here. So disregard these numbers right here. This is a 1/8, there's a 1/4, and there's a 3/8, 1/2, 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1. But I put what A is. A is 7/8 and B is 1/4. Now, Maureen, I said, what is the value of A minus B? A is 7/8, B is 1/4. Maureen, you think you can tell me the answer?
To say A is one what?
A is 7/8. B is 1/4. I want to know what is the value of A minus B. In other words, that's a subtraction. So what would it be, Maureen? A is 7/8, B is 1/4.
So that be 6/4.
No, A is 7/8. B is 1/4. I'm subtracting B from A. What would be my answer?
Okay.
A is 7/8. B is 1/4.
Okay, 7, 1, 4. Three sevens?
No. We're working in 8s and 4s. What's your least common denominator?
4.
8 doesn't go into 4.
4 going to 8.
See, the least common denominator has to be a number that both 8 divides into and 4. So what is it, Mercedes?
2.
No.
8.
8. Remember, I said the 8 and the 4 have to be the divisors of the number.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
Not the number you giving me is a number going into 8. I want the number that 8 divides into and 4 divides into. So like Mercedes said, the least common denominator of 4 and 8 of 4 and 8 equal 8. Like Mercedes said, okay? Now, so what's the answer, Mercedes?
Is it 5/8? 5/8?
Yes, 7/8 minus 2/8 give you 5/8. That's right. Okay, so that would be 7/8 for the A, 7/8. 1/4, you know that's what, 2/8 minus 2/8, and that's equal to 5/8. Very good. Maureen, you follow that?
Yeah.
Okay. See, you have to get a number that both 8 and 4 divides into, not the opposite. You got a number that divides into 8. All right. So 7/8 minus 2/8 would be 5/8, and that's your answer.
Yes.
Mercedes, you're getting really good at the math.
Thank you.
Very good. So Maureen, when you say least, I'm sorry, Mercedes, you were saying?
Good. It's okay. Now I was saying that right away I find a number that I multiply to change 4 to 8.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so 4 goes into 8, 4 goes into 8 2 times, 8 goes into 8 1 time.
1 time.
Okay. Now I have another number line.
Okay.
And let me read this one to you. No, I'll let Mercedes read it. Mercedes, read number 4.
Joe is going to order a pizza. He will eat at least one half of, no, sorry, just half of it. If he is very hungry, he might eat as much as 7/8 of it. Place 2 points on the number line below to represent the minimum fraction of pizza Joe might have left over and the maximum fraction of the puzzle might have
Of the
left over.
pizza.
Of the pizza, sorry. Might have left over. So let me see now. So you have
Let's
one
see. Okay, so he will eat at least half of it. Maureen, you understand that, right? If he's very hungry, he might eat as much as 7/8 of it. So your question here is, what is the minimum fraction of the pizza he could have left over, and what's the maximum fraction of the pizza he might have left over? Maureen, how would you solve it?
Hold on. Eat half of it.
He will eat at least half of it. And if he's very hungry, he might eat as much as 7/8 of it. The question is, what's the minimum fraction of the pizza Joe might have left over, and what's the maximum fraction of the pizza he might have left over?
I would say 1/8. I say it was 8 slices.
What is minimum? What is maximum?
Minimum is less, maximum is more.
So what does that 1/8 represent, Maureen? The maximum he'll have left over, the minimum?
The minimum.
That's right, the minimum. Because if he ate 7/8 of it, 7/8 from 8/8, give 1/8. So that's the minimum he might have left over. What's the maximum he might have left over? Maureen?
Okay. 1/4.
No. Mercedes, do you know?
I don't know if I did wrong, but I have 3/8.
No.
Oh no.
Maureen gave me the minimum. If he ate as much as 7/8, he's only have 1/8 left. That's the minimum.
Yeah.
Now, if he would eat at least half of it, what's the max he would have left over?
You would have
Think whole pizza.
Yeah.
Eat half of it. How much is left?
Half.
A half. No, a half.
Half.
If you have half a pizza and you eat half of it, you have half of it left.
Oh yeah.
Correct? So your maximum, his maximum fraction is a half. Is 1/2. And as Maureen said, the minimum, if he was very hungry and ate 7/8, the minimum is the 1/8. That's the 8/8. I put what it is, 8/8 minus 7/8 equal 1/8. And the 1/2 is 1. Okay, that's 2/2, which is the whole, minus 1/2, and that's equal to 1/2. Got it?
I don't think one right.
Huh?
I don't know.
Mercedes?
I don't understand. I didn't get this one right. I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't comprehend this part right. Um,
Well, now once Maureen said the minimum, that's based on him eating more of the
more,
pizza than the 1/2. You know, 7/8 is bigger than
yes,
a half because a half is 4/8, right?
yes.
So if he ate as much as 7/8 of this, Maureen got the minimum he'd have left is an eighth. 7/8 from 8/8 is 1/8. So the maximum would have to be based on when he
That's
ate
in
the
half.
least of it, the 1/2. So the
Oh,
whole minus a half is 1/2.
Or minus a half.
Is 1/2.
One half.
So that's the maximum he could have left over is half the pizza. Mercedes, you following?
That mean if you ate 1/7/8 of it, more if he was very hungry.
If he
Or you
ate
said
7/8 of it, he only have 1/8 left.
okay, so if he ate the maximum would be a half. That means he's not very hungry. But if he's very, very hungry, he eats 7/8,
He eats
which is the
almost all the pizza,
oh
seven
yeah, yeah.
eighths.
The answer would be 1/8. Yeah,
Yeah, 1/8.
got
That's
it.
what Maureen said.
I'm too
The
doubtful.
minimum he'd have left over is just the eighth because he ate 7/8 of it.
And
Oh, you think of it this
seven from
way.
eight is
Okay,
one.
let's think of it this way. If the pizza was 8 slices,
Yeah, I
and he
got it. That's
ate
why I said
seven
seven from
slices, he'd have 1 slice left, right?
yes. That's
But
why I said seven
if he
from eight
ate
is one.
4, he'd have 4 slices
Four.
left.
Yes.
So it
Which is
says
a
the
half.
maximum fraction of the pizza he might have left over is a half.
Got it.
Got it?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Questions? See,
No, Miss
Maureen got the minimum right away. She knew that 7/8 was bigger than a half because a half is 4/8, right?
yeah, I know
Maureen,
what I was
Maureen,
thinking.
is that the way you figured it?
yeah.
Yeah. 7/8 is bigger than 4/8, so he ate almost all the pizza. 7 slices out of 8, say.
Yes,
If you say
yes. So it must
slices,
be one. So must be one left.
yeah. And then if he ate 4 slices, he has 4 slices, which is the maximum he'd have left.
So maximum is large and minimum is a small piece.
That's right. Okay, questions on number 4? I want to make sure you understand it. Now, this is the one you'd put on the number line. So you put a point here, 1/8, and you'll say that's minimum. And then you put 1/2 right here and say that's maximum. That's the way you would mark it on the number line. Okay.
Please do it again, miss.
Yeah, it said place 2 points on the number line. So
Yeah.
at the 1/8, say like here.
Yes.
Okay. This you put a point there, and this is minimum, right? But you could
Yeah.
put a point there. It says put a point there. But even if you put a point, you've got to say minimum. So you put like a dot there and say minimum, and then the 1/2 is right here. Okay, 1/2 is right here, and you say max.
Okay. It's the bigger piece.
Okay, that's the 1/2. All right, that's
And that is
1/2,
from left. That
and
is from
that's
left
the
to
1/8.
right.
Yes. Well, the 1/8, see the number 1/8 right here?
Yes.
That's minimum. And this 1/2 is max.
Max. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Questions?
No.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I think we can do another one. Okay. We can do one, and then I'll be giving you word problems for homework.
Wow.
All right. Word problems plus a couple other fractions in there to make sure you understand addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of fractions. Okay. Now, Mercedes, read number 5, and Maureen, you tell me how to answer it.
Okay, number 5 says a project should take no more than 60 hours. If John can share 7
And
point,
spare.
sorry, beg your pardon. If John can spare 7.5 hours per day to work on the project, what is the maximum number of days it would take him to finish? You want me to reread?
Reread it. Okay, Maureen, listen
Yes.
and you just tell me how to solve it.
A project should take no more than 60 hours. If John can spare 7.5 hours per day to work on the project, what is the maximum number of days it takes him to finish?
Okay, Maureen, just
Uh-huh.
tell me in words how you would solve it.
Okay. Okay.
Hours.
Working 60 hours. That means he could take like 7.5, he would be like 7.5 hours, then he will work.
Per day.
Mhm.
Okay, first of all, it takes 7.
What is, you're looking for the maximum number of days it takes John to finish this project that should take no more than 60 hours at the rate of working 7.5 hours per day. So Maureen, how would you find the maximum number of days?
By multiply.
Why would you multiply?
I don't know. I ain't got a clue what it was multiply, but I think it was multiply.
Maureen, let me ask you this. Okay, you work 40 hours a week, okay?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You can work 8 hours a day. So how many days of work?
That's 8 days of work. At 40?
No, you've got a 40-hour week.
Yeah.
You can work 8 hours per day. How many days can you work?
5 days.
How did you get that?
By dividing the 8 by the 40.
You mean the 40 by the 8?
Yeah.
Well, this is the same kind of problem.
Uh,
It's not a multiplication, it's division.
uh,
It's just we're having a project. It should take no more than 60 hours. John can spare 7.5 hours per day to work on the project. So how would you find the maximum number of days it takes him to finish?
okay.
What would you do?
60. Divide the 60 by the 7.5.
Exactly. Very good. So you
Answer is
divide the 60 by the 30 by the 7.5. Divide 60 by the 7.5.
So that'd be like 8 days.
exactly.
8 days.
That's right. Answer C.
Yep.
Okay, so you'd have 60 divided by 7.5. And that's equal to, what did you say, Mercedes?
8 days.
8 days.
8 days. So your answer would be what?
Number C.
Answer C. They gave you, Maureen, 8. They gave you A6, B7, C8, and D9. So the
Oh, she
answer
give you
would be
answer.
C.
Yeah.
Answer would be C. It's multiple choice. Questions?
No, Miss, fine, thank you.
Okay, so now I will be sending you homework.
Uh-huh.
It will consist of word problems and a few more fractions, just straight out adding,
Uh-huh.
subtract, multiply, divide.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay? Any questions on anything we've gone over?
No.
Miss.
You both did
Thank you so
really well
much.
today, Maureen. Even though you couldn't see, it was nice how you could figure things out. That's good. All right.
Yes, Maureen, very good.
Okay. So I'm going to say so long to everybody.
Uh-huh.
And I'll be
Thank you
sending
very
you
much,
the
Miss.
session. I'll send you the session at the end. And I'll send you the homework as a separate email.
Uh-huh.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
So, I mean, Maureen got it. I don't know why you didn't get it, Mercedes.
I'm saying I don't know why I look up to yesterday. Even the train this morning. I'm looking for it on my phone.
Yeah, but I set them out to get the same time because I CC
Maybe the
everybody
error
on
may
there.
be on me. Maybe I made an error in the phone to find it. So I
Okay,
tried.
well, take a look again because I want to make sure you're getting the work. Okay,
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay.
let's see.